If you're Harry and Meghan, there's never really a good day in the world of the media, is it? I mean, you turn up every day, you hope things are going to go a different direction, and hopefully for once, the projects that you've put your heart and soul into will finally come to fruition, and more importantly, be liked by those that you've made them for. But seemingly now, for the ex-royals, they've got a brand new battle looming with their biggest employee, when you think about it, Netflix. But what's the true story, as ever, behind those headlines? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, and as ever, thank you so much for joining me. We're in the very heart of London today, just off Trafalgar Square, a wonderful area, as one can imagine. A beautiful sort of autumnal spring, well, it's sort of springy day actually. It's very warm here. Don't say it's my age, it is definitely warm. I asked one of the bus drivers, I said, it's not just me, is it? No, apparently it's not. The heat is on though for the ex-royals, let me tell you, because as we were all sort of allegedly looking forward to, their docu-series, not a reality show, I might point out, was supposed to come out on the back of the latest series of the fictional soap opera, The Crown. Now, The Crown, of course, is one of those things that we've laughed at, and it's not a bad sort of series if you want escapism, but certainly you wouldn't take it seriously for a nanosecond, including, of course, senior royals who find it, according to a very good source, really chuckle vision, They just enjoy giggling at the stories that the creator, Peter Morgan, has come up with. But the bigger issue now, and it's a rather serious issue for Harry and Meghan, is that their docu-reality series, whichever way you look at it, has now been postponed, according to a very good source, possibly now until next year. But as ever, really, what is the background story to this? Well, they've been making it now for over a year. It all started out way back on that sort of fake royal tour in New York. Remember when Meghan went to read to those school children and they turned up with the mayor of New York City? Very strange sort of thing, It was kind of like a royal, non-royal tour. What was it all about? Nobody truly knew. And then there were various bits of footage that they hoped to turn into something more memorable, like the Platinum Jubilee footage. But sadly for Harry and Meghan, they got booed at that. Well, what we can tell you first and exclusive here on the show is simply this. Netflix don't feel there's any sort of depth to the documentary. And by that also, whatever you've read, Harry and Meghan did want to remove certain elements of their, chats to camera. Now, without these chats to camera, as we've told you before, there's nothing credible, there's nothing there. So basically Netflix have said, look, let's re-look at this next year. Now, the terrifying thing about this is simply this, and this is first an exclusive on the show. You are literally one step away from being axed when their TV channels ask you to do that. I know, I've been there. They basically want to reaffirm where the direction of the audience is and how they feel that this is going to be perceived by their much valued, much needed subscriber audience. So for Harry and Meghan, whatever they may think they've got, it's certainly not enough in this brand new, very difficult cost of living world that Netflix signed up for. Oh, and just to put a cap on it too, they don't get the full money, whatever people are claiming. They basically get the money on completion of the series. So right now what's hanging in a thread is the Invictus Games documentary from Prince Harry. If that doesn't come up to scratch, then simply the deal will be dissolved. As ever, happy to set the record straight, Neil Sean in the very heart of London.